Guess who's back? It's your boy, Mr. Singh's Derby Army, coming at you with another review after such a long time. We're reviewing the game today, Barnsley 0, Derby County 0. Just before I digress into the game, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the support and the love that people showed me. I did put out a tweet saying that due to family circumstances and mental health issues that I was having, I just needed to take a step back from everything and reevaluate what I was doing, which included the stopping of the videos. So I just want to say a huge thank you and a massive love to all of you that showed support. It really means so much to me. But yeah, I'm back, hopefully until the end of the season. Yeah, was fortunate enough to watch the game today. Barnsley Derby. Yeah, 0-0. I'd have taken a point at the start of the game, considering they are the informed side of the division, and we've been quite rocky the last few weeks. I mean, even though I haven't been making the videos, I've still been watching the games. And yeah, our performances have dipped quite a bit recently. I'd probably say the last 4 or 5 games we haven't been up to the usual standards that Rooney set. Particularly in the last couple of games, even with Forest, and then Forest and Coventry, we looked very Koku-esque, which is a shame. But today, first half, it was a bit cagey, I think. Barnsley are a very, very direct side, play with a high line. We could see that today. Didn't really do a lot in terms of penetrating our defence. I thought our defence was actually rock solid today. Special shout out to Mengi, who I thought had a very, very solid game today. We do have to remember he's only 18. This is a new side to him, and it's a new division, so it's going to take time for him. It was more of a baptism by fire in the last performance he had, because he was torn to shreds. But we have to remember that he's a young lad, and even players like Lee Buchanan, Brentford away, he had a baptism by fire. He was torn to shreds that day. I remember standing in the away and thinking I felt so sorry for him. But yeah, he improved. Look at Lee Buchanan now. He's one of the first on the team sheet now. And Tiedemann Mengi, I thought he had a very solid game today at the back. It looked like we lined up with a 3-5-2 with the wing backs. Forsyth, who I thought was excellent today actually. Forsyth put some cracking balls into the box, and it suited him actually playing wing back. I didn't think he'd be able to be as effective as Buchanan, but he's definitely going to give him a run for his money over the next few weeks playing like that. I thought he had a very, very good game today. Wisdom was on the other side. Wisdom solid anyway. Didn't have to go forward as much because Forsyth was doing that, so it was always a good strong backline there. Edmondson in midfield was a bit puzzling. I don't know if he's played there for Rangers or maybe they've experimented on the training pitch, but seemed to do okay. I didn't really remember him doing a lot during the game. Sort of bypassed him really. But yeah, it was okay. Shinnie, I thought Shinnie was excellent. My man of the match by far today. I thought Shinnie was fantastic. He was everywhere again, putting himself there, here, there, and everywhere. It was actually nice to see Shinnie playing a bit more forward, as opposed to his usual role where he's normally sitting on that. He's sitting in that sweeper role. He was actually playing a bit more forward in the midfield three, which is quite nice. Shows he's actually a very good attacking threat. When he had that shot in the second half, I thought that was it. It was in 1-0, smash and grab. We win this, take 3 points home. It was unfortunate not to score that goal actually, and Gregory had a good chance in the second half. With I think Kazim broke down on the right hand side, beat the offside trap, put the ball across for Gregory, and it was a poor first touch from him, which with that first touch sort of the ball just evaded him and sort of gave enough time for the keeper to close that gap. So when he did get a shot away, he just went straight into the keeper. But yeah, I thought we did more than enough to win the game, especially second half. First half, admittedly, I fell asleep 15 minutes in, which says it all really. But yeah, there was a lot of positives to take from the 0-0. I think a lot of Derby fans would have took the point, just purely because Barnsley are a very solid team to play against. Very unorthodox, the way they set up, especially with the high line, very direct. But I thought we dealt with them pretty. It was a pretty comfortable evening, in fact, for Derby. I don't think we were troubled too much. I think Roos made an excellent save very early on in the second half, with his feet, which pretty much got us the point, really, if you think about it. He made an excellent save. Roos was quite steady today. Didn't look out of place, really. I mean, didn't have a lot to do, but the things he had to do, did him well. Made that excellent save. His distribution was pretty decent as well, actually. Some of his goal kicks, sort of like, it was almost as if he was like assisting play, becoming some sort of playmaker with his goal kicks. Maybe that's something he's worked on in training. Maybe the wind helped, because the conditions were pretty poor at Oakwell today. But yeah, it was a decent game, a decent 0-0, to be fair. Thought we could have won the game in the end. Unfortunate not to win it, but there's positives to take from that performance. And yeah, I think the 5-3-2 was sort of getting used to it now. I quite like to see Fozzie playing the next game on Saturday against Millwall. We're playing, I think, on Saturday. Yeah, so I'd like to see Fozzie play left wing back again. Got to keep a wrap on Scott Malone. It seems to be banging the goals in the minute, and not even just normal goals. He's banging in rockets. So we're gonna have to get, actually. Or is he? He's not. He's on loan, isn't he? Yeah, I think he's on loan. So I don't think he won't be eligible to play. Yeah. But anyway, tough game on Saturday against Millwall. We're not in the clear quite yet because of the recent results of the last few weeks. But I think we will stay up. I think it's literally gonna be skin of our teeth. Just because I think we can't afford too many more slip-ups. So yeah, decent game today, decent performance. Second half, especially. First half was reminiscent of the last 2-3 performances we put in. But second half really must have put a rocket up their backside. They played a lot better. Joswiak again. He's looked a bit off the pace last few weeks, but I thought he was very good again. He was very good today. He was the one that was playing on the shoulder of the last defender and beating the trap every time. It's just a shame that his final ball lets him down a little bit. But again, it could be a confidence issue. It might be something that he's just still getting to grips with the championship. So we could see a cracking player in him next year. But yeah, decent point, decent performance. I'm glad to be back, making videos for you guys. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have the support and love from you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. It means so much to me. And I just want to wrap it up on a little message. If you are suffering from any sort of mental health issues, or if you're feeling down and depressed and you just want someone to talk to, please do reach out to me. For me, I had to take a step back and reevaluate everything that was going on before I stepped back into my normal sort of world. But yeah, my DMs are always open. Some of you may have my number. Please feel free to contact me in any way, shape or form. Mental health is unfortunately a huge issue in this world, and it can, as I've known in my own personal life, it can really have a detrimental effect, not just to you but the people around you too. And I've even seen the outcomes of what can happen to somebody that's really gone through bad spells of depression, and it's like, unfortunately I've got a couple of family members that aren't around anymore due to that. So please, honestly, speak up. I'm always here if you ever want to talk, even if it's Derby related, or we don't even have to talk about Derby, it could be absolutely anything. I want everyone to know that I am your friend too. and you can always confide in me. But yeah, back to the football. On to Millwall on Saturday. Hopefully we can get 3 more points, and let's secure safety as soon as possible. Come on, you Rams. Mr. Singh's Derby Army signing out for tonight. Peace and one love.